Hey Capricorn, welcome back. Welcome if you are new. This will be your weekly energy update for my Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh shit, I just dropped my cards. I always consider these weekly readings to be timeless, so whenever you're guided here, just trust that it is the right time for you. I do recommend that you check out your Sun, Moon, and your Rising sign if you so feel called, as well as any prominent energies that are currently taking place. As I'm recording this, it is April 16th. I recommend that everyone check out the Aries reading this month, being that we have the Sun in Aries, and just a lot of transits that have been moving through the Aries area of the chart. All right, just tapping into my Capricorn energies here. We'll start with the animals, the wild unknown animal spirit. Capricorn. Capricorn. Thank you. All right. Cappies. This feels like a need to share something, to communicate. There's something here that someone is being quiet or timid about, closed off. Yet I feel like you could actually, it just feels like maybe, well, the elephant in reverse can misunderstand fate. There could be misunderstandings in general. But it feels misunderstood. It feels like you actually, well, we're going to get some more cards here, but you do have something that needs to be shared. But now might be a good time for you to listen as well, to make sure that if you do communicate, that you're communicating in a clear, concise, calm way, not pushing or forcing anything. The tarantula is very intuitive. Energy here around, it's very creative energy. It's like claiming your purpose, claiming your authority, claiming your path. The black egg is the throat chakra, which is your center of communication, both communicating and being able to be communicated with, and especially with the lamb here. So yes, you may have something to say, but make sure that you're also listening to what others are saying. All right? It cannot be, you can't force your way or push your way through this. It needs to be even communication. Tell me about this black egg for my Capricorns. We got the Three of Swords. Tell me about this oyster for my Capricorn. So the Three of Swords is heartbreak. There's been something that there's some kind of grief or suffering or hurt in the heart that could be affecting your communication. Tell me about this oyster for my Capricorn. Look at my nails. Oh, I love this freaking chrome. All right, sorry. Squirrel. Oyster. Tell me about the oyster for my Capricorns, please. Tell me about this oyster. Yeah, there's some kind of like combative energy here. Conflicts, fighting, bickering, disagreements. Tell me about this lamb. There's a need to gain some emotional mastery here with the King of Cups. King of Cups is, well, you could be dealing with the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, masculine energy. Now, mind you, the masculine can be male or female. It's just a matter of, you know, what they're moving from. For example, you could be dealing with a single water sign female that has to be in her masculine element, meaning she has to be the provider. She has to, you know, take that more masculine role with her children. That's just an example of a woman operating from her masculine. All right. The feminine is the more nurturing, sensitive, intuitive, receptive, sensitive type energy, where the masculine takes action. You know, they have to provide and they have to get things done, right? So you're dealing with a King of Cups energy here, and there's a need to listen, right? There's a need to observe the situation. The lamb is about coming things from a calm, clear, pure place, a place of innocence. And I feel like what this is saying is you have to be able to like clearly see, not see from a place of hurt or conflict, but truly just see from a place of purity and from perhaps understanding. All right. Maybe needing to put yourself in this King of Cups shoes. We've got the Elephant in reverse, or know that you probably don't know everything, because it feels like the communication definitely has been arrayed. There's probably a lot of things that people are, you know, thinking that might not be even accurate or true. Just assumptions, or, you know, when communication is disrupted or not there, or not proper, things, especially when we're dealing with a broken heart and other issues, things can get a little prickly, right? Things can get a little messy. Tell me about this Elephant in reverse for my Capricorns, please. You got the Two of... Okay. So, like I said before, the elephant can misunderstand fate. I feel like there's someone here that you thought maybe that you were supposed to be with. They might have broken your heart in some way. But there was a lot of fighting. We're going to go a little deeper into that. Tell me about this tarantula. There's a feeling like somebody feels like they need to protect themselves. Keep boundaries up. Tell me about this Five of Wands for my Capricorns. So there was a lot of fighting here, but I feel like it has actually opened someone up to be stronger, to have more courage, to have more strength. I think they are probably enjoying their independence. I think that there was a lot of lessons learned here. Yeah, but this is closed out now. All right, so why are we still pulling on this energy? There's children involved. There's children involved. All right. What else? A need to find your own happiness. There's a desire here for this happy family. However, it just feels like this person doesn't feel safe. There was a lot of conflict, a lot of heartbreak. People, someone feeling like they got stabbed in the back, betrayed, or maybe both. There's definitely children involved here. What else? Tell me about this black egg. There's an uneven give and exchange here. I feel like there is someone that's closed off, not wanting to give or provide. Someone could be stuck in some lack mindset, lack programming, thinking that there's not enough, scarcity mindset. And this could be causing issues. There could be money issues that are causing more problems as well. We got the Judgment card. Are you using your highest judgment? Or are you operating from a place of hurt, from a place of lack, from a place of there's not enough? Tell me about this King of Cups. I'm going to get a different deck. I'm running out of cards. We do have the moon. We stopped on the moon. The moon is illusions. Not seeing clearly. We got the Queen of Pentacles coming out on top of the King of Cups. So the Queen of Pentacles, she provides for hers. She is a provider. She works hard, and yes, there has been a painful ending here. But she, I think, has found ways to be inspired again. Something has inspired her. She's found passion. She's found purpose. Or he. For some reason, I'm pulling like this is a single mother for some reason, dealing with a father. Whether that's you or them, you know, energy's fluid, so it moves in many directions, so just take it as it resonates, of course. Tell me about this Two of Cups, the Elephant, Capricorn, Justice. So this has to do with the law of cause and effect. You do certain things, certain other things happen as a result. Right? And we just had the full moon in Libra, which is the scales of justice. There's things that are being balanced out at this time. tell me about this Seven of Wands. We got the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, again, it definitely is feeling like this is a single mother. It feels like she needs to protect herself. That this Emperor, this man who you know, was supposed to be like the father figure, the Emperor is the father figure in reverse. There's like dominion or control issues, or a lot of anger, aggression, right? The Emperor in reverse is instability. And so I feel like she feels like she needs to protect herself from this Emperor in reverse. Yeah. And that's why the ending came about. And I don't think she's willing to go back there. So, moving forward, what is the advice for my Capricorns? Moving forward, what is the advice? I think this is saying, first of all, there's a need for some honesty here. To look at how someone felt like they needed to win at all costs. They didn't keep in mind the feelings of others. They only were out for themselves. And I think in realizing this or recognizing this about yourself, and it could probably go both ways at some point, or go towards both, each of you probably were in this energy at some point, but I think in recognizing this and recognizing where you went wrong, in owning up to your own shit, essentially, make sure that you learn from that and don't carry that forward into future relationships, Capricorn. All right? Because this is about planning for a future love that will be solid. It's about learning from your mistakes and learning how to do it right next time. Not saying that next time is going to be with this person necessarily, but in general, right? This is about getting your mind right and using logic and reasoning and your ability to think clearly about the matter and to discern your own shit as well, like your wrongs, what you have done.
Me and Gabe are gonna walk.
Okay. I love you. Bye. Did you brush your teeth? Did he?
Yeah.
Okay. Have a good day. Sorry. There is love coming in for you. Just make sure that you don't make the same mistakes of the past, all right? And there also could be some kind of reconciliation here as well if the proper conversation were to be had. But honestly, right now, it kind of feels like someone has not owned their shit. Someone is only kind of worried about, I don't want to say only worried about money, but like, it just feels like, I don't know, it just feels like there's a lot of instability. And this is why the boundaries are up. And there needs to be some kind of moving forward. There needs to be some kind of resolution in moving forward here for the children's sake, I think. There needs to be some balance restored. the ending has happened. All right. The death card came out here. It's a wrap. But for the children's sake, how can you guys resolve some of this? Because I'm sure on both ends there was things like you guys did to get to where you are, right? I think that a conversation, like owning your shit and not pointing fingers or blaming or any of that, and just saying, look, at the end of the day, we still have this child or these children. How can we make this work? How can we resolve some of this animosity for their sake, if nothing else? And I feel like that will also lift something off of you and off of your children, because I'm sure your children probably feel the tension as well. Let's get an angel card out here to wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for liking, sharing, commenting. Let me know how this resonated for you in the comments. We got do the work. It's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action steps that you're being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. And take a divinely guided chance. All positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. And that's exactly what I was picking up on. There are new opportunities coming in for you. Just make sure that you're not taking your past mistakes forward. Thank you guys so much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. It truly does help. Make sure you tap that notification bell if you would like to be notified of upcoming videos. Love you guys.